So now it's time to take a look at some of our favorite restaurants from our trip to Singapore. In researching where to eat, I came across the Dragon Chamber and knew we had to go. From the outside, it appears to be a simple coffee shop or a kopitiam in this part of the world. But a step through the beer fridge, because who doesn't step through the beer fridge? And Dorothy, you're not in Kansas anymore. Down a narrow, creepy little hallway, and you enter into a very cool spot with one of my favorite looking bars ever. And there's a big demonstration kitchen behind the glass with an emphasis on Asian-inspired food. And by the way, it's normally packed, but they let us shoot here between lunch and dinner. Thanks, guys. First up in the kitchen, they bust out the flaming pineapple beef. Next was the crab omelet. It's battered, then deep fried. It's actually similar to one I've had in Bangkok before, but way different in presentation. It's crispy, it's delicious with fat pieces of crab and dipping sauces. Frankly, it's the only way to eat a crab omelet. But what Max and I really wanted was the hor fun. It's a kind of a version of beef chow fun, with fun being the wide rice noodles that are used. And so in addition to using the soft noodles, they also fry some up crispy in the wok for added texture. And instead of regular beef, they use Wagyu and then a poached egg. Check this out. At tableside, they pour in truffle gravy, they mix, and... But I say it's enough looking already, and definitely not enough eating. So let's get going.
Okay, so pineapple beef first. Sorry, flaming pineapple beef. We let the flame go out. But it doesn't matter. What matters is this. You know, when I saw on the menu pineapple beef, I thought, okay, it's gonna be too sweet, because I feel like it's always sweet. But it's not. Look how gorgeously glazed it is. Unbelievable. Okay, but wait. Next up, just get this guy. The crab omelet. 2 different sauces, right? So just a little here. And then forget the sticks. Oh, the crispiness. 6 minutes of cooking this. 6 minutes. Look at the beautiful egg in there. Wait, look how beautifully tender that is. This is one of the dishes, when I saw these guys, I knew I wanted. And I can't do it all. The crunch, the crab-centric. There's a ton of crab in that. Oh my God. Soft inside, crunchy outside. That's a freaking dream. Okay, but now the one dish, maybe the dish I've been waiting for most as we were getting ready to come to Singapore was this. The Wagyu truffle hor fun. The crispy noodles that he did in the wok first. Look how amazing this is. Okay, we put them in my bowl right here. I've been dreaming about this thing since before we even left San Diego. A little bit more of this. There we go. The truffle is just innocently wafting its way up to my nose. Let's just try some of this first. Oh God. Listen, hor fun is one of my favorite things on the planet, but they've just done something so tremendous with it. They've taken an old school dish. I made a couple tiny changes. You told me it's a signature dish here, and absolutely, as it should be, it's ridiculous.
Damn, it was all so good. But it only makes sense if you enter the chamber through a refrigerator beer door. You exit through a refrigerator keg wall. This next spot is a doubleheader. In our last Singapore video, we went to Huabi, a 70-year-old coffee shop known for their mee pok noodles and run by the aunties. It's a nice term for an older woman. But here's the doubleheader part. Because Huabi closes in the afternoon, the lights get turned low and it becomes Bincho. And the journey that Chef Masashi took us on is one of the reasons you follow talented people and to eat their food.
Ooh. Oh, hot damn. It's a wee bit hot. Woo. You can see how thin it is back there. How narrow.
And while Max could play in the tiny hot kitchen all day, Chef Masashi was ready with his first of many delicious dishes.
First dish is chicken neck and fat. And there's really not a whole lot on here. There's ponzu and spring onion and chili and garlic chips. And seriously, one bite. All right, so the simplicity of this is ridiculous. The flame, it's on, the restaurant's name is Bincho. It's Bincho tan charcoal that is used, and the flavor that it gives is ridiculous. Like, watch this move. Hold on. What's not fair is that I'm eating while Max is working, so we will fix that right now. There's extra ponzu citrus that they make here on a bite of the neck. That's nuts. Spicy, a little bit, a little peppery. It's like the best citrus ever. And okay, next.
Grilled water bamboo with barley miso. Who knew?
None of that would have occurred to me. Barley miso on the water bamboo, grilled over Bincho charcoal with chili on top. As far as I can tell, not much more than that. What was it brushed with? Tare.
What did you brush the
Tare.
bamboo with?
Sesame oil.
Sesame oil?
Right. Then shoyu.
Show you 3-4 ingredients, and then your just mind is blown.
Next up is a Japanese kind of chicken meatball called a tsukune. But unlike most that are round and on skewers, this one is plated with homemade yakitori sauce and an egg yolk that you put on top.
Break it with the spoon or with sticks?
With the spoon.
And then use the chopsticks to eat, yes.
Yes.
So then, boom, like that. Oh. And then you take your chopsticks and come in and gently separate. Watch this. When you struggle, this is quite acceptable. Okay, now you get yourself a bite. The egg has richened up the yakitori sauce, and up you go. No shit, the best meatball I've ever had in my life. And if you're looking at it and you're thinking, Sam, there's no way that raw egg yolk is ever happening in my life, I'm telling you, open your mind. This is one of the greatest things I've ever eaten. Look, we had a very yolky version for breakfast this morning when we had the kai toast. And I know some of you looked and went, I can't do that. And some of you are thinking, I can't do this even more. I'm saying this is an absolute must. An absolute must. The man is a genius. Just saying, he's a genius.
Then there was a roe stuffed chicken wing. Yes, roe stuffed.
Oh God, no, it's hot. Too hot? Still very hot. All right, that's way too hot. The problem is though, I can taste how delicious it is. And I want it.
Yeah.
That was such a terrible tease. Look at this. You're looking at cod roe. Look, there's a lot of people that wouldn't want to eat cod roe. This is, I don't know, it's like a candy inside this. Oh my God.
And as we're lapsing into sort of a food coma at Bincho because of so much food, a chicken in a sort of cedar wrap that's been grilled is presented, and it's tremendous, as well as an asparagus dish that honestly I'm struggling to remember aside from how good the damn thing was. End to end, perfectly grilled Wagyu, mushroom salt, and another gorgeous onsen egg for dipping.
You know, there's times when I watch people in cooking shows and TV eat, and I'm a little jealous. My God, that makes me hungry. I wish I had that. I'm so sorry you haven't had any of this, but this bite, this last bite, with the onsen egg and the mushroom salt, it's beyond. It's just beyond.
Did I say favorite restaurants in Singapore? Let me take that back for a second, because the previously Michelin-starred Hawker Chan was supposed to serve an excellent soy sauce chicken rice. Unfortunately, it was dry, it was bland, and more importantly, a waste of calories. And we hate a waste of calories. And once again, we find our way to another hawker center. But this time, we're looking for a very specific item, a prawn fritter.
California for fucking prawn fritter.
Oh, they don't have them? This has a liver one. You don't want to get the liver?
So China Street Fritters behind me. We came to the Maxwell Food Center for prawn fritters. Because there's a place in Vancouver called Newtown that makes these prawn, they stuff really delicate pastry. It's a little bit sweet on the outside with beautiful prawns. It's one of the best things ever. And I had it in my mind that that's what they had. And they didn't. They were out. The meat? They have liver fritters though. I could have that. And they're horrifying looking and I could eat some crazy ass shit, but I'm not eating liver fritters. It's hot and they want me to eat liver fritters. Oh yeah, that's not happening.
You want to eat century egg?
No, I don't want century egg.
By the way, century eggs are eggs that are preserved in clay and ash for up to several months. Nope, not for us. But there's no sidestepping a proud Singaporean when it comes to their food. And the owner really wanted us to try one of his items. I just wasn't trying the liver.
Well, I lost that battle. He's very nice. He came over, showed us that they'd won a bunch of awards, and now I have to try it. I'm not having the liver, but I will try the meat. I don't know what that is. Meat something. It's a crispy meat something, and this is his gravy. So we take a bite now. It smells very good, actually. I think it's one of the best things ever. Oh my God. It looks dehydrated, it looks burnt, it looks old, and it looks cold. And it is insane. And this is the egg slice. Holy crap. It's like omelet, but dense, super crispy, and really delicious. And in a little bit of this chili sauce that you know they make themselves. All right. You know, I didn't take my own advice about trying new things. I got turned off by the look of the liver, and I might have to try the liver. God. Allow me to be bold with you for just 1 second. Bad earbuds suck, Raycons do not. And they save my ass out here all the time. They're premium audio at the perfect price. So you get these in your ears and you're super happy and you're not spending everything in your wallet, and that's a good thing. That's because Raycons start at about half the price of other premium brands. Okay, half the price of other premium brands. 3 customizable sound profiles, noise isolation, and water and sweat resistance. I don't have to worry about sweating because I'm not a sweater, but the water part with what I do, yes, that's a real worry. And one of my favorite parts is when you put them in, they stay in, because then you can do this. They don't even come out. I'm right in the middle of shooting the photos for my next cookbook. Don't worry, it's not gonna be out for a while. But I've been in the house, out of the house. This has let me listen to the true crime stuff that I like to listen to and get my work done. No cords, no nothing. So here's what I want you to do. Just go to buyraycon.com/STCG and get 15% off your entire order. That's buyraycon.com/STCG. 50% off your order. You'll be styling, you'll be happy, you'll have great sound in your ears. Come on, get off the stick, Junior. You want these.
In an attempt to make up for the not very good chicken we'd already had, we tried again at Hong Jian Hainanese chicken rice and almost got off to a, well, messy wet start.
Nothing. My phone. Shit. Alrighty, I'll be changing my seat now. No trip to Singapore would be complete without the most popular, most famous Hainanese chicken rice. And it's essentially poached chicken, and it's served on rice that has been cooked in this really delicious chicken stock. And this chicken broth stock right here is the chicken broth that you should aspire to. It's clean, it's simple, it is most flavorful. All right, that gives me great hope for the chicken, unlike that other place. So a little bite of the chicken first by itself. It should be moist, super tender. And it is. It's so good. It's so simple. That's the thing, but getting it simple and delicious is another thing. Unlike that soy sauce chicken that we had that was dry as yeah. And now the rice. The really important thing is the rice. Wow, as advertised, it's amazing. This for sure is something you have to have when you come here.
And the only thing left to do was take pics with his chef and his wife. The Indian population of Singapore is about 370,000 people. That's almost 10% of the country's population. And nowhere will you get a better sense of that than in Little India. A walk along Saragoon Road is not just a must, but also a rush for your senses. Anything you want is there. Jewelry stores, tea houses, grocery stores, tailors, electrical supplies, hardware, secondhand goods. They have it all. And of course, they have restaurants. And after walking past the smell of curries and biryanis and tikkas, we were damn hungry. But with no clue where to go because we had done no research, we fell prey to a guy on the street with menus. Generally not the best of moves, but we were hungry. So up we went with high expectations of air conditioning, but with rather low expectations of the food.
So you can't walk through Little India and not start to get the smells of everything. And we saw a ton of people coming in and out of this place. And there's air conditioning, so we thought we'd come in. We were just a couple little appetizers, but the first thing we got was butter naan. Warm, delicious naan, and if you can see the wetness of the butter here, the shininess, and then you just bust like this. And then this sauce, I don't know what it is. It's spicy, creamy. I don't know a lot about Indian food, but I know it tastes good. First of our two appies. This is basically it's called samosa chat. It's like a smashed samosa. And this one has mint sauce and tamarind and radish and green chilies and ginger. Oh, it's gonna be so good. And this guy, this is aloo tikka. It's a mashed potato patty. It's filled up with cottage cheese and green peas and lentil, and it's cooked on this little warm plate. A couple sauces to go with them, a little butter, naan to go with them, and life will be good. You still got the crunchiness, the crispy shell of the samosa, but smashed with garbanzos. And there's that really wonderful Indian spice. The mouth heat is fantastic. And then the aloo tikka, this mashed potato. A whole different direction. And the butter naan. And the delicious flavors. And the air conditioning, always important. When in Little India, you must be eating a little Indian food.
Oh, and one last honorable mention. It's not food, but it's the Infinity Edge pool at the Marina Bay Sands Hotel on the 57th floor. Touristy? Probably yes, but an amazing view and fun? Abso-fucking-lutely. And sadly, this ends our trip to Singapore. One place you should 100% visit. It's beautiful AF. But it's the diversity of the people that becomes the diversity in the food that really got us. From the kaya toast at Chin Mi Chin, the truffle and wagyu beef hor fun at Dragon Chamber, my new friend's crazy beef thing that I still don't know what it was, and the Hainanese chicken at Hong Jian, we ate and loved all of it. Well, almost all of it.